Back with Graham Rossini, ready to wrap up Sun Devil Extra, presented by Spring Hill Suites in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Braiden Bell. And yes, the man is back in the chair after great chats with Ben Jacobs and Willie Bloomquist. We're ready to get the baseball season going this weekend, and certainly one of the best ways to enjoy a baseball game is with an ice-cold adult beverage, if you are of age, of course. Devil's Halos, we hinted at that a little bit last week, and it really started to be branched out a lot more on social media, starting to be offered at events this weekend. Is that right?
Coming to the ballpark here at
Okay.
Phoenix Muni, Farrington Stadium, and then Desert Financial Arena, Mullet Arena down the stretch as well.
And grocery stores, convenience stores down
Soon.
the line. Okay.
Very soon.
So I was hoping, I was actually going to tip off Graham that we were going to talk about that. I was hoping for like a sampler or something, but maybe off air we can do that. I know you shouted out Huss Brewing Co. last week. It's an amber ale, supposed to be pretty good. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, really cool, and it's for a good cause as well. It goes towards the NIL fund for ASU. Is that correct?
Yeah, every sip supports the Sun Devil. I
love
it. Right there on the can, and can't wait to debut it. You know, we had Devil's Halo at football through Lagunitas. Huss Brewing entered the conversation, local brewery. Great brand, great portfolio of products that is also Sun Devil led. Leah is an alum, and excited to have Huss Brewing as a part of the Sun Devil family now. And so getting Devil's Halo to our fan base is great. That's in response to the fan feedback that we've gotten. And people wanted to be able to enjoy it at tailgates or ballparks or back at home, whatever the case may be. So excited to get that out in package form and at retail very soon. But yeah, it's significant because it's an ASU branded beer, which is great. But like you mentioned, there's a benefit where dollars flow into the Sun Angel Collective, and we get a chance to reinvest those into our student athletes through different community programs, et cetera. So very excited to bring that to the fan base this weekend, and we'll look forward to expand it as we get even closer to football season.
This is what NIL is all about, right? Like when I thought of NIL when it first started, it was like things like this, projects like this that are so unique, so interesting, and it's fun for fans. It's also obviously beneficial to the athletic department as well.
Yeah, and it's a great partnership with a local business.
Yeah.
And somebody that cares deeply about ASU and the Sun Devils wanted to find a unique way to help add value to game day and fan experience, and so it accomplishes a lot of those goals. And so we're so thankful for Huss Brewing, Crescent Crown distributor was a big part of that. Lisa Young, our deputy AD, Brett Wallerstedt, our senior associate for corporate partnerships, led the charge on behalf of ASU, and along with help from the collective, Brittany Willett was tremendous in that effort as well. And so really a great team effort in response to a lot of fan feedback that we got in the fall, and can't wait to make that progression here the next couple of days.
Should be a lot of fun, and I'm sure plenty of fans, the concession stands right behind where our cameras are, will enjoy those.
Get loaded up right now.
Yeah, throughout the weekend. Now time for Sun Devil for Life of the Week. You come stocked up on these every single week.
It's getting harder.
I'm sure it is, but here we go. Who you got this week?
I had a great chance to sit down with Valerie Boyer-Wells, recent Hall of Fame inductee.
Friend of the program.
Was in the office yesterday, sat down with her and her husband Roger, and just great to catch up. And really, she was curious about the direction of track and field, direction of the department, and so just a great conversation. I ran into her at the women's basketball game a few weeks ago, and she said, hey, I want to come by and visit with you. And we had a great conversation in the office and getting a chance to plug into her circle a little bit, and just a wonderful example of what the Sun Devils can represent. And, you know, elite at track and field, elite in her career as a judge here in the Valley, wants to use her legacy to inspire that next generation of Sun Devils. And so really fortunate that she's part of our family, and that not only we get a chance to recognize her in the Hall of Fame this past fall, but that she wants to really plug in and be a resource for our track programs moving forward.
I love that. And Valerie, yeah, she was a great guest back when we were honoring her right before her name was put in the Hall of Fame. The first tears we got on this program.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she got emotional. That's how much she loves
That's awesome.
Arizona State.
I forgot that, yeah.
It was really cool to talk to her, and that's a great one. Okay.
And I was, saw Claire Jeter a couple days ago, also a friend of the program. She's been back around the volleyball program this spring as a graduate, so she's kind of on the other side. Got to sit down with 4 great baseball alums yesterday: Joey DeMichael, Chris Beal, Casey Kaufman, and Darren Gillies came by for a chat as well. So letter winners all over the place. Hard to pick one, but just really appreciate everybody plugging back in and staying close to the action here at ASU.
Supporting the Devils, and you continue to grind them out just like that. Yeah,
it's the best part of my day.
Fantastic. Okay, so a dominant weekend at the pool. We have to talk about men's and women's swim and dive. Yeah, not only closing out their home schedule, but doing so in just flat-out dominant fashion against Arizona.
Kyle Sockwell could have been another one.
Oh.
He was out at the swim meet over the weekend, massive swimming alum, tremendous following on social. I didn't get a chance to connect with him, so can't claim it, but I saw he was out there.
Yeah.
And just really appreciate him staying connected to the program as well. But, yeah, dominant day over at Mona Plummer.
It's been a dominant stretch, 8th in a row for the men's program beting U of A.
Awesome. Yep.
And next up, the Big 12 championships, number 4 in the country on the men's side. The women also ranked inside the top 20 as well. And, everything in play for the defending national champions on the men's side, and hopefully a conference championship coming real soon. But, yeah, obviously a great way to close out the regular season schedule at Mona Plummer. It was a lot of fun to see there. From the pool now over to gymnastics, a big win for the Gym Devils last weekend, and they'll have a huge one coming up on Valentine's Day against a nationally relevant program. Number 4, Utah, will be at DFA 7 o'clock on Friday, and I know that's always one that fans kind of circle when Utah comes to town in terms of gymnastics. And they've been the Gym Devils, I should say, they've been competing at a high level so far.
Yeah, they have. And Utah, you're right. That's the matchup that you always circle. It's a nationally known top 5 program. They're coming in, and that's what we want to build. And Coach Santos has been committed to that since he got here. He's had a lot of success in this program. And, we talked last week about we can build a Utah-like program at ASU. We can get this local community plugged in. There's going to be a tremendous crowd at Desert Financial Arena on Friday night for the meet. And, it's a sport that has great history and legacy at ASU, and we want to continue to nurture that. And so, again, Friday night, a lot of options, but gymnastics against Utah should definitely be one of them.
Valentine's Day. Right? If you're not going to be here at Muni or at DFA, I don't know what you're doing. And I'm not here to give out.
Chocolate prices are up 20%.
Thank you.
Just come support the Sun Devils instead.
Yeah, it's a better option.
Not a better date night that you can pick, right? What are you doing?
I'll be here. I'll be at baseball. I'm calling it.
Okay.
So I'll be working on. That's okay though.
All right.
That's all right. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than the booth. Okay. So. From Valentine's Day off to Saturday now, a busy day. Men's basketball will be taking on TCU Saturday night. Women's basketball will be taking on Utah earlier in the day. Water polo at home. Seems like every single weekend really until May now is going to be super busy, but especially this time of year with baseball and softball hosting so many events, and then it's that crossover season. But, yeah, another really busy day on Saturday, and I know at DFA, especially with the basketball programs, it's a lot of work for a lot of people, but you guys pull off these events and make it look rather casually, it seems.
A lot of people behind the scenes doing a lot of work to make all that go, and I think I counted 7 or 8 home events on Saturday, and that doesn't really reflect. We got softball tournament, so a number of teams in there. So, shout out to our grounds crew, our athletic operation facilities, our media relations, our ticket office, sports medicine, sports performance. I mean, we've got probably over 20 different universities that'll be on campus from Friday to Sunday. Tremendous team in Sunday Athletics that makes this whole operation go. And you're right, a lot of unsung heroes that make this engine happen on behalf of our fan base and on behalf of our coaches and athletes.
Well, Graham, that just about does it here. I guess this weekend, looking forward to baseball starting. How excited are you personally? Like, just to be back out here. It's so scenic. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good setting. It's part of me misses Packard, but I'm also a realist to understand that Phoenix Municipal has been a great home and a lot of space. We put a good amount of money into the ballpark this offseason. You've got the new LED sport lights that will debut Friday night. That's going to be tremendous for not only the game but for the ballpark experience. We can incorporate that into big home runs and big plays. We're working on updating the audio. That's going to happen throughout the early part of the season. We mentioned the Whiteman Family Performance Center earlier. We've got that fully decked out with all the great baseball technology. We're working with Sodexo, our concessionaire, to really have some fun with food and beverage at baseball and softball season this spring. Excited, right? It's great weather. It's a great time of year to be outside. It's baseball season and softball season. It's a number of our sports underway, and I'm bursting with pride. Can't wait to get this part of the season underway.
It's going to be a lot of fun. One more time, big thank you to Ben Jacobs as well as Willie Bloomquist, for joining us here on Sun Devil Extra today. Graham, coming out from Tempe. The road show continues 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, excellent success.
Mullet Arena soon?
I think so.
Where else are we going?
It wasn't just a segue.
Papago, we should do a hit from Lou's at some point. Sean's nodding in the background.
Yeah, I like that. And I'd
promo
say
here and here. We'll just do photos.
Wouldn't be a show without that. Yeah,
we'll get it going.
And then football rolling around. Maybe we'll get one up on the balcony of your office or something with the stadium.
Let's go by the Tillman statue.
Okay, we'll do
Coaches Club.
Yeah. So many options. Yeah, this is great. But a lot of fun here today at Muni, and I'll tell you what, baseball is going to be a lot of fun to watch starting this weekend. So for Graham Rossini, I'm Braiden Bell saying so long from Phoenix Muni, and we'll talk to you next week.